Hello, we are going to talk about the different people who marked their times and who for some became symbols in their different fights that they had to lead. These different people have worked in different fields, economic, technological or social, but they have certainly left their mark on the world. We have decided to talk about that type of person to understand why they became as a myth. And firstly, we will talk about the identity of this person, and in the second part, we will explain why some people consider them as a symbol, whether in Africa, Europe, or Asia. There are always people who marked their time and still important for each continent, and who today have become like a myth for part of the population. We are going to take a closer look at the facts that led to it being talked about today. We have decided to present to you Ernesto Che Guevara, Thomas Sankara, Henrietta Lacks, Jesus Christ, Freud, Isaac Newton, Rosa Parks, and Mark Zuckerberg. Our work is for everyone who wants to learn the people who were decisive at one point in history. We also try to work on people who are from different countries so that several people can recognize themselves.
I am going to speak about the way we organized our blog. So first of all, we wanted to do something clear, simple, and sober. As our blog deals with history, it was important for us to do something the most sober and clear as possible. So that influenced aesthetics and the organization of the blog. I'm going to show you on my right. I'm going to show you the blog while I speak, so you can see it. So you can see in the heading at the top right-hand corner, top left-hand corner for you, we can see our logo, which is a dove, which symbolizes peace. It is an historical symbol. Okay, and then we have 4 entries: the homepage, Instagram, blog, and contacts. Okay, so the heading is really simple. Then you have the title, Unforgettable People, really short and simple. And yes, then you have a section called About. Okay, it was important for us to clarify what you can find on our blog, as the title was really short. So it is done here in a few sentences. And understanding is easier thanks to the picture gallery on the right for you, I guess. Yes, it should be on the right. And then you have the blog. The blog comes in the form of a list. Yes, in the form of a list. On every post you have a picture and a little teaser. The aim is to make you click. So we want you to click. We hope you to click. And we have 4 categories. If you want to find something in particular, we have science and technology, for example, or religious figures, I think. Yeah, that's it. Then I'm going to show you an example of a post. We can see how it is structured. Then you have in the posts about Jesus Christ, the introduction in bold, then you have a lot of pictures and different parts, so it is really user-friendly and really easy to read. Even if some articles are quite long, they keep easy to read. And finally, we have a picture gallery. So there are the pictures we have used in our articles and pictures of inspiring people. Maybe later we will do some articles about them. So that's all about the organization. Thank you for your listening. Goodbye.
Hi, so now I will talk about two examples which illustrate the topic of our blog. So with the group we decided to take Mark Zuckerberg and Isaac Newton to illustrate the theme of the blog. It means unforgettable people. So we will start with Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook. He was born in New York in America in 1984. And he had a brilliant school career. He passed including by Harvard, where he developed many skills in many different fields. But his real passion is computing science. So that's why after he studied, he decided with some friends to develop a new application. It was fortunately Facebook, which have revolutionized our way to socialize and to communicate between us. Fortunately, this application was immediately a real success, and today everyone knows Facebook, and more than one person on two have Facebook. And for this, we can say that Facebook have really let a print in the history, and Mark Zuckerberg as a consequence, will be unforgettable forever. So now we will talk about Isaac Newton, who was a famous scientist. He was born in England in a little village in 1642, and he had a brilliant school career too. He passed by the Trinity College, where he learned sciences, and he is so famous because he discovered the gravitation law. It means that he discovered why we are stick to the floor and why we can't fly like birds. He discovered too why a moon is turning around the Earth. And for the scientific world, it's a real revolution, and this man have really revolutionized the science in general, because he have made many discoveries in many different fields of the science. For example, he discovered the decomposition of the white light in spectra, and it do of him one of the best scientists of the history, and that's why we have put in our blog of the unforgettable people. So now I will let the speaking to Enora Camus, who will talk about the problems that we faced during the project.
Now, like Pierre Bichon said, I will talk about the different problems that we met during our project. Firstly, the choice of the theme was not easy. Indeed, it was necessary that everybody likes it, but generally, all the person hasn't the same tastes. So it's for this reason that we have decided to take a large theme, because like this we have all talked about something we love. The second little problem was the use of the blog. Indeed, we are not all geniuses of technology. Moreover, it was the first blog that we created for most of us. So we had to search to inform ourselves, to understand the principle and the way to use the website. Finally, our biggest problem was, fortunately, in relation with the coronavirus. Indeed, the health crisis we are going through had and have always a big impact on us. For example, with the university closures or the fact that we are all obligated to stay in our house all the days. Our work was impacted too, so we have to change our process to work, and we have used the different means of communication like the social media and the platform named Discord to create the blog. I hope that now you don't believe that this project has not been positive for us, because it's wrong. We have enjoyed work on this. Generally, what we liked more was the discovery of the life of the people we admire. For example, I talked about Rosa Parks and Sigmund Freud. And what we liked more was also the group work. Indeed, this last has fortunately brought us some assets, some good assets, because, for instance, the improvement of our English thanks to the advices of the other persons of the group.
Thank you for watching.
If you want to check our blog, you can click in the link. It will now appear on the screen.
Take care of yourself.
Goodbye!